Hello.
Hi.
Happy
almost
New Year's.
Which should be close to New Year's by the time that you see this.
Yes. So we hope you had a good Christmas.
Hope you did. Very merry. We had a little white Christmas. Kind of cold Christmas.
We had a very cold Christmas.
Oh, it was bitter.
Well, we are...
we're the SABLE
Stitchers. And we're very glad that you're joining us. This is our Flosstube number 19. This is a video mostly about cross stitch and just kind of a little bit what we've been up to recently. And this one is also going to be a WIP parade. So
yeah,
that is one of the things when I looked for floss tubers to follow. One of the things I always like to search for is WIP parades, because I just really tells you a lot about the person and
what
the
they do,
style, and
And I enjoyed it because I had a little paper and pencil next to me because I went, oh, and that's probably where I became a SABLE.
I always have my phone next to me, so it's like...
And it's like, I think I might want that.
Exactly, yes, kind of dangerous, but yeah. So, did you have a good Christmas?
Oh, we had a great Christmas. We did our jammy Christmas, so I had bought the girls cozy, fuzzy pajamas, and we were all kind of coordinated. So we spent the day in our pajamas, and we ate ham sandwiches and snacks, and we played this fun game. I don't know the name of it, but it's probably in the inappropriate section.
Okay.
We laughed so hard. My ribs yesterday were so sore from laughing so hard. But I don't know. It was a lot of fun.
That sounds like a lot
Mason
of fun.
had his surgery on his shoulder. He's a trooper. He was.
So was that just like outpatient, or did he have to stay overnight?
No, he didn't have to stay overnight.
Well, that's what I meant. I guess like it wouldn't be like in the waiting room or.
But he did. I mean, it is cut, so
yeah.
He's got incisions and stuff. So he had a
it's much better to do that when you're young, though. You heal so much faster. So it's still major, but
I think I'll have about 6 months of PT. They said so.
Wow.
It shouldn't take him all the way. He won't get to play rugby this year. But he did get a phone call from one of the colleges. He's a junior now. He's going to be a senior, but he loves rugby and plays rugby. Has been playing rugby forever, and he likes football too. But he got a phone call to come in and talk to him for the rugby team. So
that's exciting. That's always such a fun time when they are making those college plans.
Go visit in March. So anyway, I can't believe he's that big. I still think of him in their little cozy jammies with the feet in them, and now he's off to college. So anyway, that was how about you?
It was busy. I ushered at 4 different Christmas services. I did 2 on the 23rd. Then the morning of Christmas Eve, I did the children's service, and then my husband and I did a traditional service on Christmas Eve evening. So did that, went to friend's house for dinner on Christmas Day, and then it's kind of sad. We were supposed to be flying out tomorrow to go see our son and daughter-in-law, and as you probably have heard on the news, there's been just a mess with flights, with getting people where they need to go, the pilots and the staff and everything. So everything was canceled, and was spent like an hour online today trying to line up something else, and nothing was available till after the 1st of January. So that trip I definitely, my heart goes out to anyone who was traveling this past week, because I'm sure it's been very, very stressful trying to get home or trying to get where you need to go. And I know people are spending the nights in airports and on the roads, and my heart goes out to you.
They had 5 feet of snow.
Wow.
And 7 or 8 more inches coming.
Yeah.
Woo!
So I do have a after Christmas, a lot of times after Christmas you return something that you got that you didn't necessarily want. So I have a kind of a return horror story. So,
okay.
So this was several years ago. We were still living in our other house. Anyway, I was taking a scarf back to Gordman's, And, I put it in my car, and it's like, I'll get to the store one of these days. And so a couple days later, I have time to go to Gordman's. So I go to Gordman's, and, I have it in like, I don't know if it was the bag it came in, but just this little bag or whatever. And so I go up to the counter, and I reach in to pull it out, and it's like, it's kind of stuck. So I yank it, and I flip it out on the counter, and I also flip out a dead mouse. The checkout girl and I were just
my God,
looking at it, and I'm like, I know I should do something, but I don't know what to do, So she hands me over the wastebasket, and I took the bag and kind of slid it off the counter into the wastebasket and got my money.
Oh my God.
And so,
and they got a mouse.
In our last house, we used to sometimes get mice in the garage because that's where we kept the bird seed, and sometimes I knew they got in my car. And so what I think happened, I was thinking, how did I get a dead mouse in there? I had gone grocery shopping the day before, and when I got my groceries, I put them on my floor, the seat next, the passenger side, and that's where that bag was.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So
I can't even imagine what the look of her face was at the time that it came out.
I know. That has to be like one of the most bizarre things that she's ever had happen. So anyway, I told my co-workers, and one of them, started leaving like little stuffed mice in my drawers at work and stuff. But
well, we did get our mouse that was haunting. So, but it was, I had put out poison, and I thought, I don't want to do that. And so I went and got one of those sticky things that, they just get their feet stuck. So he was under my couch.
Well, that's kind of bad too, though.
Well, I didn't know what to do. It's like, how do you...
There's a zapper. That's what my son did.
I don't know.
He thought that was the most humane way.
Okay. Well, he's going to die. But anyway, so we put it back because he was under the couch, and I just put it... I had just this little space in between a cabinet and our couch. Anyway, so I stuck it back in there so that Pippa wouldn't get it. And and then I fell asleep. It was about 2:00 in the morning, and I was on the couch, and I heard this, that, and Pippa jumped off the couch, and I looked back there and I went, oh my God, we got it. He was stuck and was trying to get off of it. Well, I wasn't going to touch it, so Ike was sleeping, and I went and woke him up and had him come out and get rid of this mouse. Well, in the meantime, Pippa did get in that little corner. She was getting ready to go after it, and then I got the mouse, and then I pulled Pippa out. So we both have mouse stories, but yours is like horror.
Yeah. So anyway, have not had that issue in this house. So when we keep. We kept the birds' feed in in a sealed bin, but they're very intrepid about things like that. So
oh dear.
Anyway, on to less
okay, stitchy time.
On to happy talk. So all right. So I have my notebook. My stickers are not sticking on very well, but kind of
look how pretty
working
that is.
Through December, and have been doing a lot of stitching, and I've been very excited about what I've been able to get done. So
and I did what Roberta did. I got my new book of days, and I got my cover on it, so it won't get so bent up.
I think that really does help.
And then I did get extra pages.
Oh, very good.
Put in the back, in the back. I did 4. That's probably too many for me, but who knows what I'll do with it. But I did it. So, and I also had to copy Roberta. I got Roberta's stand, and I still haven't even taken it out yet, but like her metal stand that she had last time. So
they're so reasonable.
Well, they were $10. No, they were probably.
I think it was like 16 for 2 or 17 for 2 or something. So.
It's so.
And I think we saw this on Linen and Flax. I say Linen and Scraps, rather.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Linen and Scraps is where I have been catching up on some YouTube videos, and that's where I first saw it.
And they're so tiny.
I know.
So, anyway. Yeah. But
that'll be fun.
I had to get one too.
Yep. Okay. Well, good for you.
And I wanted to show you two of my Christmas gifts. They're not stitchy, but they are cute.
That's kind of stitchy.
Well, this one's kind of stitchy. My daughter was at Marshall's, I think it was. These are potato chip clips, but they were in cross stitch. And
that is so funny.
she just says, Mom, I had to get it for you. So I just thought that was kind of cute.
They're very cute.
And then, you know how much I like my little Pippa. But her mother-in-law, my daughter's mother-in-law, took this picture off of Instagram, which is Pippa, and then she had her name engraved on it. And they're socks, guys. So I have little Pippa socks. But anyway.
Very cute.
I just thought that was cute.
That was very thoughtful.
It was very thoughtful.
And we had a couple of questions. There was, I think you showed your patchwork Santa last time, and that was an older chart, and we were able to find it. Someone thought it was a Leisure Arts leaflet, and it was, and it's called, let's see if I put that what it's called. It's called Patchwork Christmas, I think, and you can still, Patchwork Christmas, and you can find it. I saw one on eBay for like did I tell you, $24 for the kit, I think. Kit. Originally the leaflet was $4. So, and then I didn't mention when I showed the cardinal, my finished cardinal, and I'll insert a picture of that here. That's, the pattern name is Tis the Season, and it's from the Blackbird Designs Home for Christmas book. Let's see, and then I had showed this tree, and someone asked me for the number on this. I showed this tree that I got from Hobby Lobby, and it says it's, let's see if I can read it now, Christmas 2022, and is that the number?
Yes.
Can you read that?
Yes, 569 5655.
So if you were looking for the number for that, I don't know if they still have these in stock or not. And this seems like something that they have pretty frequently. So if they don't have it in stock now, I would look for it again probably come
But they do have
August.
75% off of their Christmas stuff today,
Yeah.
I saw. On the Santa that we showed last time, he had a Santa Warms Your Heart. He had a carrot nose and a little heart. I think I said it was Lizzie Kate. It's a Puntini.
Okay.
So just to let you know that was the correct name.
Okay. And then I have a prior finish, and this is something, I think I did this 2 years ago. This is when I returned
Gosh, that's pretty.
cross stitch, one of the first things that I finished, and this is by the Primitive Hare, and it's the old winter. So I keep this out all year because we have a little wet bar downstairs, and it just looks like an old tavern sign to me. So it's a
Kathy Barrick.
No, it's Primitive Hare.
Oh, Primitive Hare.
Yeah, I mean it looks like Kathy
I
Barrick.
thought it was
she has
okay.
something similar.
I'm sorry,
but it's on her her printed fabric with the snowflakes.
Oh, that's right.
And so it's like, I think it's about a 32 count, and I'm sure I did it 2/2. I was a monogamous stitcher at the time, and I got so tired of the brown. It took a long time to finish that, and then I had this frame locally at CC and Company.
That's so pretty, Roberta.
Yeah, thank you.
I saw it early in the season, and I've got it in my cart, and it's like, just do it. And I go, you don't need it, but do it.
So that was something I've had finished a couple years ago. I'm gonna put it over here. And then I had mentioned that my dad was a stitcher, and he didn't stitch often. He just stitched kind of in the winter.
This is so incredible.
When he wasn't golfing, and he would do kits, and this was one of the kits that he did. This is like crewel work, and I think it's like my mother, what's her name? She was a painter. Grandma Moses. Yeah, Grandma Moses. I think it was like a Grandma Moses. That's what it reminds me of, but very nostalgic, just beautiful work.
I have one of her big books.
I think I have one of them too that I got at like a library sale. Because your
dad did this. This is so cool.
I know. He did really nice work. He liked to stay busy. He liked to keep his hands, busy, and not just when he was sitting and watching
I think
TV.
It's amazing.
So, unfortunately, they were both heavy smokers, so it is kind of, a little bit stained. But yeah, I'm very happy to have that. And like to, yeah, I just really enjoyed
I
that
think
piece.
It's very special.
So,
I don't have any finished pieces, FFOs, but I did finish my cardinal. And this was Artful Offerings. I got the snowflakes in and that bottom branch. He's so pretty.
he is really pretty.
He is just so pretty.
And will you make what will you do with that, do you think?
I think I'll do a flat fit, or find a frame. I don't know. It's a little bit wide. But I want it. I think I want it framed because I have so many other pieces now that I'm going to have to. I want to put in pillows. Mm-hmm. So I said I can't have that many pillows. So
I think it looks really good on that color. I think it shows the green and everything shows up really well.
And then from the leftover fabric, here it is. It's a legacy. It was a Lugana 28 count.
Okay.
And then I had the little piece left over, and I just downloaded. I forgot to put the name. Is it homespun? Might be homespun. Anyway, oops. Get it out here a little bit better. So, candy cane Christmas.
Oh, that's very cute.
So, just one of those little in-between things that you finish.
And then I had two fully finished objects. And that was one of the ones I mentioned I was going to do this for our granddaughter Clara.
Turned out
so
cute.
That is a Crocette, a GoGo design that was just a PDF that I downloaded. And because we had just gone to she just had her first merry-go-round over Thanksgiving when we were visiting my sister, and she had to ride the brown horse, so I had to make one of the horses brown. So
that's cute.
And then the thing, putting her name on was fine, but putting the year on and getting that centered right was really hard. And if I would have done it differently. I would have put more snowflakes up there, but
I think
it's
it turned
done,
out really cute.
and I'm very happy with how that turned out. And so. And then the other thing I finished I had finished the stitching on this earlier this year, and just fully finished it into a flat fold. This just yesterday, and that is the Heartstrings Samplery Baby. It's cold outside. I did not put the apostrophe on the it's on the lower line like many people are saying to do, but it's mostly called for floss. I did change out the lettering to be, I think it's Weeks Dye Works. I think it's Harvest. It's a very variegated floss, and I thought it went with the colors really well. So
looks really pretty.
So just happy to have that done, and I'll have that
That's
out.
on my list for this year.
Because it just is officially winter just a couple weeks ago, so I will have that displayed for the rest of winter. So
okay.
So
should we do that? You want to do those
ready?
2 giveaways before we?
We can do that.
Do that, and that way we can get into our WIPs.
And then settle down for a long WIP parade.
That's right. Go get something to drink or something to eat, and go to the bathroom and all that good stuff.
Yeah. So last video we were celebrating 5,000 subscribers.
Thank you again.
Humbled, and that so many people have subscribed, and that so many of you leave us such great comments,
notes.
And it's been really fun reading the past couple of times. We asked what Christmas traditions were, holiday traditions, and it was so heartwarming to read about those. And it just such really fun things that people do with their families. And then this time we were asking how many WIPs people had, and it was interesting. I mean, there's a lot of monogamous stitchers.
More monogamous.
I know, and then there were some people that had just a few WIPs, and some that had a whole lot, and some that didn't even want to count them. And I respect that because they're all different, and I can't really tell you what my total is, but yeah, that was just really fun to
just enjoy what you have, stitch what you want, when you want.
Yeah, we just enjoy getting to know our viewers. So
anyway, thank you for answering those questions.
And so because we had the 5,000 subscribers, we have 5 items that we're giving away today.
Okay.
And so, Winter Squirrel, and this one will go to, it's Tayne, so is it Tani Parente? So if you are the winner, I will leave my email in the show notes, but it's going to be, I'll have to look it up because I have a new one. I think it's sablestitcher22@gmail.com. But look in the show notes and then email me and we'll get that out to you. And then I also was giving away the Stacy Nash pattern, and the keyword on that was Christmas, and that's going to Bonnie Scheffer, Scheffer, I believe.
Oh, buddy.
And then finally I was giving away, I accidentally had 2 of these in my eBay cart, on my Amazon cart, and so I was giving away my extra 30 Days of Creativity book, and that is going to Shirley Dooley.
A lot of people had said that they were going to, they liked that idea of drawing in their book of days instead of stickers. So,
okay,
you know,
good.
there was a lot of interest in that. Okay, I was sharing, there was a lot of squirrels in the barn. You guys need to get
in
those.
the yard, yeah, people have a lot of squirrels.
You gotta get those squirrels out of the barn. Anyway, my barn winner for the quilty barn, which I think are so cute. I didn't mention this, but I think a lot of you all know. On the stitch cards that Lori Holt does, those little stitch cards fit in the inside of the barn on almost, they're all the same size.
Okay.
And they will fit. So if you want something, you don't have to follow this pattern. And if you have stitch cards that you like, you can put the stitch cards in there. Anyway, the winner of this barn is Maureen Lopez. So congratulations, Maureen, Lopez. All right, congratulations. And then we all want happy sewing rooms, and I did do this one, and it was really cute. So happy. And the winner of this one is Karen Brasher, Brasher.
Yay!
So congratulations,
Yep.
Karen and Maureen and the other ones.
Yes.
So okay.
Contact us and we'll get those out pretty quickly.
All right.
So
Are we ready for this?
I think so. Been preparing, been trying to get all organized so that we could share some of our WIPs with you, and it was kind of fun to go through and see them all. I guess I have to admit I did not stitch on everything last year, so and I love everything that I went through. So
Well, I like everything I went through too, and I actually have quite a few. So
you want to do some, and then I'll do some, and
Okay.
then we'll do, because
Then we
you
can
have
go back-
you have a few more than I do,
yeah.
so we can start and finish
Okay.
with Linny.
Okay.
With Linny WIPs.
Okay. But we need to start with, do you know what a gingerbread has under his blanket?
I don't know.
A cookie sheet. Oh. Okay. All right.
Oh, that's cute.
I put these two on top because I was working on
They're
them
all
this
so
morning.
logical when you say that.
I know. I was like, duh, I should have known that.
I'm thinking crumbs, cinnamon, I don't know.
Okay. I'll start off with the Silver Creek Fly by Night. So my husband picked this one out.
That's really cute.
I didn't get too much done, but I did get some. That's it. I got Night and the end of Shun Aviation. So, but that's a start. And I'll work more on that.
Well, that moon's going to take a while. That's a big moon.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put stuff
Do you
away?
mind doing that?
I don't mind at all.
Okay.
I get to look at it again.
All right. And then the next one, I tried to do it in season, starting with Halloween on through, because that's where my biggest Halloween through Christmas. Okay. I wish I had the names of who made all these bags, and I don't. But I love them. This one even has like a little thread bed. Okay, this one is Notforgotten Farm, called The Flight. And this one's really, I should have this done. I should have finished it. because I am so close. All I have left to do is the long part of the scissors.
Oh, wow, you are really close.
So, and a few of the stars, but mostly the scissors. So that was a very fun one. I loved this one. This one was a mystery from Fat Quarter Shop. And again, I should have had it done. I don't have the cover page, so I'm just going to show you. It was a mystery. You got a block or a design. And I think all I have left is the corners and the middle. And this one will be done. So I've starred some of these to where I know that I can get going on them. So that was
Okay.
okay. Next one is again Halloween, and I would have wished that I had done more, could have done more on this one, but this is my Midnight Watch by Blackbird Design, and I got the outside done and part of the alphabet. It's a pretty big one.
That is a big one.
I tried ironing these, but sometimes they folded back up again. So I've got all the border done, almost all the alphabet done. I got the moon done and part of the black hat. So I just really have the house and outside the house left to do. So again, not one that's too far away of being done.
And the border all matched up?
And it matched up.
Wow.
But this is a tricky, if you're doing this, watch out for some of these for the borders, because you think you're going in a hot minute here, and sometimes there's nothing there. So don't just think you can go straight down.
Stuff that overlaps with the border.
And then with the alphabet and some of the, so be careful on those.
Did you have anything else in there?
I don't have it started.
Okay.
So we're not going to count things I don't have started. This was what do you call it? Stitch Quarterly from Fat Quarter Shop. I love them. I don't always get them done, but I do love them. But I thought this one was so cute. Fall is in the air. That little fox hiding behind the tree was just adorable. And I got quite a bit done on this one. And I will continue to work on it.
Right.
This was a 32, I guess I should say the fabric. This was a 32 Belfast Dapple Gray. And I got that much. Fall is in the air.
Are you doing that one or two? Over?
I did do this two.
Two, because 132, that one's where it gets kind of hard. If you
No, I may have done it on
just one, it looks great.
I did do it on. It's 1/1.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, 1/1?
I mean, no, 1/2.
Okay.
I think I wanted to try to see what 32.
I think it looks great.
It does look pretty good.
I really like it on your linen.
I love this linen. I think it was a gift. But anyway, so that's what I got done on that one.
That's great.
Okay, let's see. Go down my list here. Oh, that goes in there.
Okay.
Okay. This is one I want this one done so bad. This is Autumn Lane by Autumn Stitchery, or Autumn Town by Autumn Lane. So that's the pattern. And this is a special fabric. It's a 28 count. I think it's called apples. Right. Let's see.
And that's pretty close to what they did theirs.
So
It shows on the pattern, which is good because that way
there's a lot of green in that pattern, and you don't have to stitch on the green.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's all I've got done so far. But I'm going to keep up with this. I did iron these, but
Doesn't take much. For
it doesn't
them
take much to wrinkle them back up. Okay, the next one I have is Thankful by, it was Colorado Stitcher had a online I can't show the pattern, but the little
that's
little
cute.
turkey. I just have a few more feathers to do. Just Thanksgiving came and went, and I didn't get it done. And then I also have Lizzie Kate Flip It, and I just bought the November. I just wanted some turkeys in my dough bowl, and I got this much done on that one. So I'll get them done before next one, next Thanksgiving. Okay.
Cute.
Can we still go?
Yep. Fine.
Okay. Oh, this was a gift from Roberta. So I already started it. Pineberry Lane. Merry Christmas. So I guess we're going to start Christmas now. And I got a little bit started on it, and I'm doing 1/2. I don't know what the fabric is.
And I have this kit too, and then I got it also I actually got one in a giveaway, so that's what I need to. Oh, that looks great. In the picture, the linen looks really green, but this is really kind of just a dark taupe, I would say.
That's what I would call it, and it's a 1/2.
Oh, I like that.
But I just wanted to do it. Look at those little bitty.
Shows up
look at that
really
little bitty
well.
X's. They're so cute.
That is really tiny.
So,
Wow.
so this is my. And it came.
So it
as
said
a kit.
that's 36 count 18th century rook.
Well, how about that?
R&R. So
this is, and it came with the wool
oh, I like that.
and the chenille. So I had to get mine get it out. So I was so anxious to try it that I had to start
I do
it.
like that
Okay.
a lot.
All right.
And that was part of the Quaint Ladies Club for Dying to Stitch a couple of years ago.
This is one of the first patterns I bought when I came back to cross stitching. And again, maybe I do have a cover. This is a download.
Ooh.
And this one's called It's by Riverdrift House, and it's just called Santa and Mrs. Claus Folkies. And you know how I like couples. So I got that. Just a different kind of sampler. And I've got this much done. So I'm just, that was a page. So I got done. And
You got a lot done on that.
This is I believe this is a 14. Smoky gray or something like that.
Is that fiber flare?
Fiber, yes. And, but the colors are so bright. I love the colors. Mm-hmm. So I like that so well.
Oh, how cute she is with her little rosy cheeks.
So this was actually the second one because my husband and I went to Holland on our honeymoon and backpacked in Europe, which my kids just thinks a hoot. But it kind of was a hoot. But we were young, and we braided each other's hair and made necklaces out of apple seeds and, all that hippie stuff. So something to remind us of that.
My husband and I were never that cool.
Went to, what's that band? Pink Floyd was playing in Amsterdam. Oh my gosh. I don't want my kids to know. This was the Dutch Folkies. So this is the one I started first. And so I think I have more done on this one. But when I found out that they had a Christmas one, I had to get the pair. So yeah, this is one that's almost done. Cute. And I don't know why I haven't finished it. Probably. So I just have maybe
cute, the little Dutch houses, and it has the tulips, the little windmills.
I just love this. I loved Holland.
Teapot.
It was an amazing adventure. I'm a little girl from Kansas that hadn't been out of the state except to go to the movies in Missouri. So it was quite an adventure. I loved it. I wish I was a little bit older and knew a little bit more. But that was really fun. When we finish, I've just got a few more on this page. And I think I showed this to you last time, and I haven't done anything else, so we'll just pass through it. This is the Christmas Heinzeit, the Charmed Christmas. I got the S done and started the A and just a few of the little squares. So that's all I got done on that one. I did trim off the bottom part of the fabric because I don't need it anymore.
Those letters are big.
Yeah. So I just, this is how long.
And this is one you have to do at a certain size so the charms fit.
Right.
Okay.
So that's a lot of fabric, folks.
That is.
So I cut off the bottom and a little bit easier to sew on. So this one will just stay by my couch and has everything there. It only has 2 colors to it and they're DMC. So I can just pick it up and play with it for a little bit. And my infamous milk and cookies. And yes, it is a different green, but it's going to be okay. I worked on it this morning, so I want to finish that green. So it's a little bit, it's not bad. It's not bad at all, and I really don't care. And then I did my red.
Down here.
And if you're doing something like this, I'm just going to throw this out here. You guys may not be as blind as I am. But in trying to keep these lines straight and going across, I took my ruler and I took my friction pin and I drew lines so it matched my first part. In the same way with the, so I didn't get off on. And then the bottom, it said since 1942 or something. I wanted to put the year that we got married, so it's 1971. So I took my friction pin and went ahead and wrote, just colored since 1971. And I just take an iron and it disappears. But that way it's a lot easier to keep track instead of counting. But it's going to be cute. And
It is.
I want a white sign to, I don't know. I'm just really excited. So it'll be ready for next Christmas. And again, I'm going to finish this up this year and just keep it by my couch. My couch has quite a pile that I'm going to work on every day.
And that's Spooky and Steve.
This is Spooky and Steve.
I really
And
like that.
they have a number of patterns on there. As a matter of fact, I bought another. It's blue, so it's going to be fun.
The font on that is so
I know.
pretty.
I love it.
They
I
did
just
a really
love it.
great job with that.
So, okay.
Okay.
We'll do one more and then we'll take turns. Okay. Letters to Santa. Oh, wait a minute. Letters to Santa. Okay. We'll come back to letters to Santa. I don't know. I think this got out of order. And anyway, this is another Fat Quarter Shop Stitch Quarterly Santa baby. And he's so retro. He
is.
I just love retro. And I got a little bit done on him. He's kind of all over the place. Oh, I mean, a little bit. That's it. But
does this come with the linen and
it
everything?
comes with the
'Cause it
linen.
looks like
This
the
is
same.
opalescent. It usually comes with 14 count. Needle, thread. Always some little goodies. You always put something else in there. Oh, I got some. Whoops. It's a combination of. They got
Oh,
Mrs.
they're really
Claus, and there's some snowmen, upside down snowmen, the reindeer, Mrs. Claus. So, and which is kind of fun because these have not been touched, but I'm going to do them because they have Mrs. Claus. This is the kit. This is how it comes. And then it's got a Mrs. Claus needle minder and an unstitcher. But it's the same fabric as Santa Claus. So, and then I got Rudolph. So he's
very
part of,
like 60s looking, aren't
oh,
they?
I know it.
These
And
are
it's
really cute.
the same
50s
thing.
or 60s, I'm not sure.
So I'm going to guess maybe one quarter, maybe next Christmas, because they had the reindeer I bet the reindeer comes next. So I just think this would be cute, put together. So I did get those.
Those are really cute.
Okay. And they come with they send bags with them too.
I like those bags. I was looking at those.
So one was, I think this one was the reindeer, and this was Mrs. Claus or vice versa.
Very nice. And then really nicely packaged.
And then Santa came in this bag with the Santa baby. Okay.
Very cute.
All right. Okay. I'll take those from you.
All right.
I feel like I'm in school and I have all my books.
Okay, I'm not sure what order I have these in. Maybe in the order, started out in the order that I thought I was going to finish them. And so, first of all, you've seen this if you've watched any of our recent videos, Caroline Amelia Trall, and this is a Brenda Gervais pattern. And since our last video, I worked on the bird, and I think, finished the wording and worked on the bird. And so, so I hope to get that done. I hope to get that done in January. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I think this is on, oh goodness, I wrote a card. Maybe I didn't write a card on this one because I've just been working on this. This is on Vintage Light Exemplar. I think it's 36. It's either 36 or 40 count. I believe that it's 40 count using the called for flosses. And I have this in a vintage owl lady bag. Another one that I have been working on over the past year is Vintage Birds by Jeanette Douglas.
Oh, it's upside. Oh no, it was. I'm sorry.
And I'm doing this on 36 count Dusty Roads by Seraphim with the called for Gentle Arts. This is another one. I really think I should be able to get it finished pretty soon, pretty early next year, because all I have left is, and I love this, the bird is, I think, like the pomegranate and the flower, and then, some alphabet. So I'm really getting close to a finish on this one. Okay, I'm going to show that one. I thought we'd show those together because, did you bring that one? The Blackbird one?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can show them together because I started at the bottom.
Okay.
The next one, another one that I started last year, is Sarah Allen, and that's by Needlework Press. And I'm probably not going to stain it like they did. This one, it shows it before it was antiqued. And I am doing this one on 30, let's see, this is 32 count Witchelt Cocoa. And I'm doing this 2/2 because I wanted it to look really dark like...
I like it.
Yeah,
not that dark. I like it lighter like this.
Yeah, I wanted it to be dark like the pattern, and I think, who did this? I know someone I follow. Deborah Kaiser finished it, and this was, I think, a release at Country Sampler. Originally a release for a Country Sampler retreat, and so I saw her finished piece on the Witchelt and really liked it. And a very fancy bag, as you can see. Next one is another one that I started last year, and this is one I really want to finish next year. It's Jane Cowie by Scarlet House.
Love those colors.
I know. Are those not beautiful? Just beautiful. That is 40 count cocoa and the called for MPIs.
Those silks. Mm-hmm. They really are beautiful.
I know. And I started that of March of 2022. I know I messed up on this and I had to restart part of it. So, but yeah. Oh, and this is in a bag from Quilter Station.
I have one too.
Yeah, just about every time you go there, they have like a new bag, and so it's really hard to
not get one.
I know, because here's another Quilter Station bag. They have nice handles. They're a little bit bigger, really, nicely made. So this is one I've been working on. This is Peace on Earth, and this is a Country Sampler exclusive for this year by Samplers Not Forgotten. Doesn't say it on the pattern, but it is sure this is based on an antique, and they just kind of,
I love this.
change the wording.
So
but
pretty.
that's how far I am. Oops, lost my needle. Don't want to do that. I love this. I love the I haven't, it's not very colorful yet, but I just love stitching on this. So this is on 40 count winter woolens by Seraphim with the called for weeks dye works, and I started this in November. Okay.
Love your bags.
Thanks. Oh, I was going to tell you who did those bags. This one was by the 805 Stitcher, and that's like the Robert Morris fabric. I'm going to hold that up and show the
Oh, I'm
bag.
sorry.
So, that one's by the 805 Stitcher.
Oh, put that in the back.
So, yeah.
Beautiful fabric.
This one is by Hummingbird Hollow. I think she had like several colorways you could get this in over the summer. And that's her. And I have Hummingbird's Garden in here. This was a exclusive kit for Silver Needles retreat in July. And by Samplers Not Forgotten. And I did just a tiny start on this. This is on 36 count beige with the called for weeks dye works. Like I said.
Oh my gosh, that color
It's
is.
got a tiny start on that. But I love that sampler, especially. That was one that's seen it in person. It's just totally amazing. And then this is another one that I started. I think I started several of these during Stitch Mania in 2020. This is in a, let's see, Made by Mama Joan bag. And I have another one from another bag maker that's a very similar pattern because I love bees. And this is Quilting Bee by Blue Flower. So that came out in 2018.
That's some
Just
beautiful
got
fabric.
a little bit, I just got a little tiny bit done on this. Let's see, this is on, oops, slip through my card. This is on 40 count R&R sheep's straw with the called for Gentle Arts floss.
It's gonna be beautiful.
That's just got a tiny bit done on that, but yeah, that's another one. I don't know how I would do it. I mean, it really looks great with that, with the fabric.
That fabric
border.
really does something.
I know, it really makes it pop. I don't think I would do that, so.
It really is.
I know,
unique.
but it'd be really hard to find. I mean, you could probably find something kind of similar, because.
Just find something with that blue in it. I think that blue.
The blue and the green. That's it. Do you want to?
Oh gosh.
Well, no, I have another bag,
Oh,
but
good.
I thought we'd get back to you.
All right. Well, little break time here. What is a gingerbread man's favorite drink?
I don't know.
Ginger ale.
Oh.
Okay.
Ginger ale, I like that.
All right. And just a few more out of this box, and then we'll be done. This is another one that I don't have very much done on, but I've started it 2 or 3 times. This is Letters to Santa. And I am working on Picture This Plus Belfast 32 count Wren. So, and I have part of the border and the A and a few little, I think they're snowflakes. But anyway, so
Very cute.
not too much, but it's a fun,
Oh, it looks
it's a
good.
very quick
Everything's
stitch.
Showing up really well on that.
Let's see. I'm in order here. Gingerbread Village, little house. Am I right? Nope. Country Cottage, Needlework. So, but I had the one house done, and so this is my first block, and here is my second block. So, and a needle, but moving right along. They're very quick to stitch.
That's very pretty.
No, I mean, I don't have any pictures except the little individual patterns. So I think that was block 1. Is that block 1? Yeah, it's house 1.
We're so happy.
So, anyway, that's going to be a focus piece this year because I would really like to have those done by Christmas.
So how are you going to finish these then?
I'm going to finish them individual. First I thought I was going to put them all on one piece of fabric, but I keep a gingerbread tree. I have a gingerbread tree in my kitchen with cookie cutters and all gingerbread. So I decided I wanted to do them individually because then I could have, 9 new gingerbread little ornaments. Okay, this is Primrose Hello Santa. I have all of them. Hello Santa, Hello Spring, Hello Winter. I don't know. I have them all. So I did iron it, and then they go pretty fast. So hello, sa. All right.
And that you're doing 2 over 2.
This is 2 over 2 over the vintage country mocha, which is probably something that I use a lot.
It goes with so many different things.
And this was over Ada. I colored this a long time ago and baked it.
Oh, cool.
But I thought it looked a real gingerbready color, so that's why I chose it. And that's another primrose. They're a fun stitch. I really like to stitch them for cute little patterns and dough bowls and ornaments. Okay, and all right, this is another. And all right, this is another fat quarter. It's So Emma. This is Sleigh Ride, and I have to admit, when you see this, I haven't done very much on it because the greens look really different on the page of the called for, and I started it. And this is a 25 count, like a real baby blue. But when you look at it, I have both green colors on there. And they really don't show up very well. So that's that's this part right here. So I don't know, but I've only got one leg on it. So maybe when I cross it over, it will look different. And then I'll continue. So I kind of put it down for a little bit because
he's in a little timeout.
Because
so you don't think it shows up on the blue, or you don't?
No,
think
I don't think it's shaded.
The...
I don't think it's contrasted enough. I think I like the darker green with the lighter green on the on the picture.
Yeah,
but
I think I think.
Do you think if I finished up the other leg that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Well, let me see. I can see what you mean. Yeah, this looks.
See, now here's the lighter. This is all the dark. I probably don't have enough color on it yet. But I really like the picture. I thought it was pretty cute.
Did you go from 2 threads to 1?
No. I mean, I just have the one leg on it. I haven't put the other. So here's the light green and here's the dark green.
Yeah, I think that when you finish that, I think it'll show up.
Okay.
So
I just don't think I've got enough stitching on it yet.
Oh, yeah, I think that's going to show up because that looks a lot darker.
Because I mean, really, the call for colors,
there's a contrast.
I mean, there's a big. So I'm sure it's just me. There's the dark green and the light green. So I mean, I
think that'll show up. I think when you do the other leg, it'll show up.
So they did it. They did it on blue also, but so I'm hoping that it will look better. But it's in timeout right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and then. This was a PDF I pulled off. Birds and Berries by Tapestry Barn .etsy. I loved the blue and the red. I just thought that was so pretty. So I have just a little bit. I just pulled out a little mystery.
That is really pretty.
But that's what I've got done so far. And I love birds. And I love that blue and the red. I just thought that was so beautiful. So I'm going to finish that one for sure. Isn't that pretty?
For some reason, that reminds me kind of Mary Englebright. Maybe because she did a lot of berries or something. I don't know, but
I don't know, but I just love the two colors. Whatever.
Winter Cushion, yeah, that's really pretty.
Okay.
Like a change up from the red and green.
Are you having fun? We are.
We do have a few WIPs.
This is my tiny modernist nutcracker tree. Another very fun one to do. Just ran out of time. And it's another pretty good size one.
Oh my.
I have the tree.
You wouldn't guess it's that big.
No. I have the tree all done.
That looks great.
And then a few
little
motifs on the inside.
Cute.
But I love the nutcracker. Mm-hmm. We would go to the nutcracker every year until the tickets got to $200 a piece. Now we don't. So that's that.
Yeah, Kansas City does have a very good production of the nutcracker. We haven't been for several years. We went when the boys were younger, and as they were leaving, their friends were in the driveway, like commiserating about for them having to go. Yes.
There's a Brenda Gervais, Jingle All the Way. That's such a cute. And I really wanted to do this, but I wanted to do it on a different kind of fabric, and I wish I hadn't changed because I'm doing it on kind of an opalescent, which I really like.
Yeah.
But those little sparkles kind of, I don't know, the needle kind of gets stuck. But that's part of the Santa that I got done. So I'll go back to it. I just thought I could do it really quickly, but...
So you think it's hard to... It's because of the difficulty of stitching on it? Because it looks... they look like little snowflakes. That's so perfect.
I just think it's going to be so pretty, but the needle, I don't know. I had a little difficulty with it, but I'm going to go back to it.
Have you tried a ballpoint needle on that, maybe? I know I had one once. I got one as part of a giveaway.
That's probably a good idea.
I wonder if that might help.
Go in through the holes a little easier. Mm-hmm. I bet so. Because I kept getting the point stuck on the little silver. But anyway, Brenda can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, my last one in this box.
I kind of fell down a Brenda Gervais hole and got a few of her patterns before she went on winter break.
So, just one strand, and this was a freebie by Liz. I can't show you the pattern, but
that looks great. So that was just like a freebie download
she did in
last year?
No, 2020.
Oh, so 2 years ago.
In that weird year. So I'm all done, except I have all the motifs done, the trees done. It's just this border needs to go all the way around. And again, set it by my couch, pick up a spool of green, and I am just doing 1/2. This green is so, just a Gutermann 1271. I love it. Okay, one more out of this box. This one's also in timeout.
Oh.
They did this is heart and hand, but when I got my pattern, I don't even know which way it goes. I don't know. I'm sorry, I have no idea. But they did a color change on it. So I did the color change conversion, and I think I'm going to change it and do what's actually on the pattern. They really changed it a lot, and I'm just a more traditional girl, so I like the brown. The original pattern has it's just a brown around for the border. But in their conversion, they changed it to this. They're just completely different. So I'm going to go back to I haven't done that much.
So was this like a kit? Did it come as a kit then, or?
It came all together, and
okay.
And I bought the floss pack, and I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just going to change it.
Okay.
Because I want to.
Well, you can.
And I can.
You are the boss of your stitching.
And I'm old enough when I can. Okay, that finished that one. I'll finish. Okay, this is one I bought in Nashville. And Christine, from Christine Hollis, she just laughed at me. But because I just thought it was cute. So it's called a snowman's Christmas. And I love that big fat snowman. So I started it, but I decided what I was going to do is that little snowman, just to kind of play with it. So I'm doing the little snowman up there in the corner. I'm going to do it, the big one I'm going to do on this pretty blue. It is
Wow.
Mystic Gray 28 Lugana. It's showing up really purple, but it's really a pretty snowy sky.
It looks cool. It looks frosty.
Doesn't it look pretty? Mm-hmm. But oh my gosh, when I got the pattern, I went, oh my gosh. But it is so cute. So I was working on him this morning. So I got his little, got his little head done. So all I have is his vest and his arms. And he's in there someplace. But so, stitching, with white. I didn't want to use my fabric that
Is
I'm
this
using.
what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. So
that's what I'm doing.
with the little reindeer, that's
Isn't it
gonna be
cute?
so cute.
So I thought, well, I'll give that a try before I get started on the really big one. But it's going to be a very, and it's by Praiseworthy Stitches. I don't know if I said that. Okay.
Well, that's a cute little house up there. The little
So
log cabin.
even the trees. Again, you could pick something out individually if you wanted to, where you didn't have to sew the whole thing. But
there's a little Santa down here, a little sleigh. There's all kinds of cute little motifs.
Even the Christmas tree is all done in Smyrnas. I know.
Wow.
Okay. Let's see. How do gingerbread keep their jackets closed? How do gingerbreads keep their jackets closed?
Here I am. I don't know, frosting.
Ginger snaps.
Okay.
You should have come up and said peekaboo.
Oh my. So I usually keep a lot of my charts in old picnic baskets, and if I see them reasonably priced for, like $10, I usually pick them up because they just work really well for me. I have a few of these in my craft, and they don't have to be in great shape to store your charts. So this is a little piece that we got at, I think it was it the fall 2021
Yes.
cross stitch extravaganza put on by Quilter Station. It's by Chessie and me, and it's called Acorns and Crows Stitch House. So this is the inside of the needle roll. I thought I'd have this done by now. I just have a tiny start. Just a tiny, it's like not worth showing, but that's just stuff that I worked on at the retreat, and that is, I think that's the nun stitch. You have to outline it in the nun stitch, and that is by a bag. That's a bag by a friend of mine. Shelley made that for me.
I have the pictures, but I've lost this.
Oh. And so another one, I belong to the Country Samplers Club. When it's the clubs, it changes its name every year. One year it was called the ABC Schoolgirl Club, and I love that needle roll. This is by Samplers Remembered, and this wasn't exclusive for a year, but it's now available. And this is another one that
look at all those little houses.
I love that. It looks very like kind of English countryside to me. Let's see. This has been I'm doing this on 36 count weeks gray with the called for weeks dye works floss, and I think I started this in May of 2020. And that's upside down. And that's, and I must have started it kind of towards the middle. I don't know why else it would be like.
Yeah. There we go.
So.
Oh, those are so sweet.
That was
yes, very English, very English sign.
I really, they look like little thatched roofs.
Oh,
so
cute.
I really want to get back, and that is in a made by Mama Joan bag. And this is one I started in March of this year. A lot of people have been working on this. I just love that pattern when it first came out in, I think fall of 2021. And that is Gather In by Paulette Stewart. And just got a tiny bit done on this. Let's see, I'm doing this on 40 count vintage mocha with the called for overdyes. And this does have a lot of threads that it uses, but a tiny start on that. But enjoy. And this is in a vintage Owl Lady bag. And then just the lining, the lining is just so pretty.
Colors are so
vibrant. When I got this out and ironed it, I was surprised at it, because so many of these, when I start, I just work on them maybe a few nights and I don't get much done. This is, of course, Anton Uffendell. Oops, that's my something. By Hands Across the Sea. I love this. Olivia B. finished it, and it's so beautiful. So I'm working on this on 40 count sand dune, and I got the Vicki Clayton silks for this one. And that's how far I got. So just a tiny bit, but this is so much fun to stitch. The colors are so lovely. And I have this in a Hummingbird Hollow bag. So, and it has like a little matching thread bed.
I just love your stitching.
That well.
You do so pretty.
The Vicki Clayton silks are very nice to work with.
Very pretty.
Another one that I got just a tiny bit done on. This was just released last year, and as soon as I saw it, this was one of the ones I knew I had to have. And Christy Barron by Erica Michaels. Those reds, the variety of reds, just, and that border, I think, is what drew me in. I'm doing this one on 40 count Ren with the called for. It has Weeks Dye Works and DMC. And I started this in July. In July, I just did not get too much done between vacation and garden and trying to keep up with the watering.
Yeah, because that's a lot of stitching in there.
That's going to be a lot of color changes. So, and then this is in a Just Crossing Stitches bag. I love that.
Oh, that's cute.
A little patchwork. So, looks very summery.
Did you want me to close these back up?
If they fit.
Okay.
This is another one. This was part of the ABC Schoolgirl Needlework Club. It was originally exclusive. Jane Plenderleaf by Needlework Press. It's now available to the public. I love this one too.
It's a lot of stitching also.
This is a bigger one. Sometimes these are not super big, but this is going to be a big one.
Was this the original in the background?
Yes. This is on 36 count straw by Weeks Dye Works. You can see just got another tiny bit done. This was another one that I started as part of Stitch Mania in 2020. So
we don't have very much to stitch. I don't know what we're going to do next year.
And this is in a Berry Stitch Folk bag.
That's very cute. That actually kind of reminds me of the pattern.
I know, isn't that perfect?
Yeah.
It's always like well, yay when that matches. This is Martha Jefferson by Chessie and Me, and this was a country. You can tell I'm a big country sampler fan. This was a country sampler exclusive I think it was released in May of 2021, and I had to get it. One of Denise in our stitch group has finished it and brought it in and showed it framed, and it is so
stunning.
It's amazing. So I started this one in 2021. It's on 35 count weeks Cocoa with called for. This is another one that has a good amount of floss with it. It's on Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works. Another one, I wanted to get back to that this year because that was so much fun to stitch. And this is in a bag. This is one of my oldest bags. This was by Socks for Mom. I don't think she makes bags anymore, but just a couple more. Another one I love. This sounds like a big commercial for Country Sampler.
Okay.
Jane Baxter, and I got the Country Sampler conversion for this. And I did see this when I was up there in October. Just love it.
That's another really
This is
beautiful
on
red.
36 count Stars Hollow Blend with the and they have an overdyed floss
Oh, I
conversion.
like that color.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, that
That's
fabric
what I
is
have
gorgeous.
so far on that one. That was another one.
That
It is just
border.
so much fun to start. I started that in March of 2022, and this is another one. This is a lot of different flosses. So
So pretty though.
I know.
They all go together.
that is in another Hummingbird Hollow bag. So beautiful lining. And then finally in this basket is one that I started. I don't know if I even wrote down when I started this, but I started this, just got a tiny start on this in fall of 2021.
Our favorite book.
Yeah. And that is what is this? Mighty Oak?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's Mighty Oak. A lot of people have finished this. Yeah. So you've probably seen it, the big gold house.
Oh, I want to see this because I was thinking about this.
Isn't that gorgeous? And I've done a couple of theirs where I've used like lower count linen and did one thread over two, and it just turns out so much lighter, and I end up being disappointed. So this one's on Legacy 32 count which is the called for linen with 2 over 2. And that's all I got done. But
And so you did do the 2 over 2?
I did because I wanted it to show up.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's been a couple I've done that I've thought I've been really disappointed that they just didn't show up very much. So
Is that a big change? Because you always use the 1 over 2.
yeah, I pretty much always do the one, but yeah. So, but if you are, and that's it for this bag.
Okay.
So if you're drawn to something because of the way it looks, and you kind of take a chance and it's done 2 over 2, you're kind of taking a chance if you are switching to 1 over 2 that it's going to be a lot lighter and just not have quite the same look. That's been my experience.
I did try the sulky, just using the 1, and it is surprising that you can get just that little bit of extra thickness. And
It makes a difference.
And it really does, where 1 DMC or 1 dyed floss is too thin, but the sulky just really does give you. That's what I did with the Merry Christmas.
Oh, okay.
I did the sulky on that, and I think that, and with just 1, and it did make a difference.
Well, I was watching Susan Stanley, and she was talking about keeping a notebook next year with, just notes on different things she experiments with or different things that she's learned about how different flosses look, just, through her experience, through talking with shops, through other, floss tubes. And so that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because you think you were going to remember that, and then
Shoot. And when my husband,
which one was it that looks better? That's better on that linen. So
just as he was watching me getting this all together, and he thinks I'm crazy half the time anyway, and it's like, you just had it, and I go, I know, I just had it.
well,
Be quiet.
I know.
I'll find it.
Well, I told you we went to a wedding in December, and I bought a really nice card, and couldn't find it. and I'm pretty sure I mailed it, accidentally put it in a package to when I mailed, one of our giveaways to someone. I think I put it in the package.
Did you guys get a wedding card out there?
A blank wedding card, and I think people must just think she is just crazy. What is this?
Oh, I can't help it.
Half the time I'm scrambling around here trying to get out the door in the morning. It's like, gotta get this mailed. Let's get this together.
Okay, guys, let's see where I am.
So if you get a blank card in one of these giveaways, that's,
It's from Roberta. Congratulations.
It's our trademark.
All right, this next one is a Lizzie and Kate. And she had a little set. I'm not sure how many are in here, but it was jingles. So it just starts off.
Oh, that's so
They're
cute.
so cute. So then she's got
all kinds of cute
Joy
stuff
to
to
the
decorate
world.
for winter. Oh, this is
So-
more than winter?
well, she does it. I believe it's kind of a month. No, it's just all Christmas, I guess.
Okay.
So, I guess that was the poinsettias. Silent Night. I did this one.
Well, it says jingles, so I guess it would be Christmas.
Yeah, so Little Noel. But they're all just, oh my gosh, they're so cute. You can put them all together and make one large piece. But I like them as little ornaments. So anyway, I liked it so well I only did one. And that's all I got done. But the colors are really bright. Again, I'm just doing it on, I guess that's the linen. But just, I pull.
When it has a few flosses.
So I pull them out and put them on cards when I'm doing just one, so I don't have to go through the whole pile. So anyway, that'd be fun. Again, just lots of fun.
Well, you're all ready. You got everything, so that's good. Y'all are organized.
Oh, there's just a needle. Okay.
Well, your stitching's very pretty.
This is Lori Holt, and these were in part of the quilty barn for the winter of the quilty barn. These are all in the size that would fit into the quilty barn. So if you want to do something different than what's showed on there, and if you have these, they will all fit. And this is part of the collection I did when I had the 70 ornaments in my 70th year. So anyway, these are part of them. So there's my Christmas, and she also had a fall. So I just have a few, I've done so many of them. I'm kind of on my second one, but these are just some that I have started. And the little house, and she makes, Lori Hope makes little buttons, so you can put the little tiny buttons on the house to make it look like it's got Christmas lights on it.
Oh, wow.
So some of these are it's just because they're not finished. So here's my little chick. There's my little bee. I'm getting ready to do that one. There's my little turkey.
I love that little turkey and all their little quilt patterns.
Here's another little turkey.
Cute.
So
they're very happy colors.
These are things I do I think I just want to do something very small, and I'll pull one out, and I've given them a lot of them away. So add back. All right. This is the second time I've done this. Missy Purcell, Gathering Clover. I even bought the silk, which is Classic Colorworks Belsois collard greens. Oh,
that's so pretty.
Talk about sewn with butter. Ugh.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I wasn't counting very well, and so I only have. This is the second one I've done, but I didn't count right, so I only had enough room for one bird, so I had to go back. I don't have anything done on this, but I'm going to show it to hold me accountable.
Oh, I love that.
I'm going to do this little girl right here.
Oh, she is so cute.
I have a green book, that I'm going to put it on.
Oh.
And I started it last year and I didn't like the fabric. So anyway, I'm going to do it. You heard it here first.
Yeah, I love those patterns.
And so here's all my silk.
That is gorgeous.
Yum, 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 yum,
I
yum.
love green.
Okay.
And those are collard greens.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
This came from, I don't have, well, it's the logo for Little House Needleworks. It's their logo chart. Love, family, home. Came with a little keychain. And, gosh, it's so pretty. This is on a 25 count shadow, I believe, from Lori Holt. And that's what I've got done so far. Okay. I love WIP parades. I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you haven't shut us off yet.
But it's kind of like, don't you? Everything you do is like,
oh,
get back to that.
know
It's
it.
so bad. Why didn't I do that last year?
No. And I'm a big fan of Crocette GoGo. Mm-hmm. So this was her and a big fan of Advent calendar. So this is her Advent calendar.
I almost got that.
And this is just a little Christmas ornament chart.
Because even if you didn't do it as an advent calendar, all those little motifs are so cute.
I think that's what I started. In the advent calendar, I think I started doing the angel. No, it was Santa Claus. It was this little Santa Claus right here I started to do. I think I was going to try to get it done for our ornament exchange.
Oh, yeah.
And I ran out of time, but... So that was part of the Santa. And she uses really, really bright colors. And then this is part of the advent calendar to do it whole. This was, I have the figgy pudding. The very first one right there. So, and that's all I got done. And again, this is on a 25 count. It's a gray of some sort, kind of a gray blue.
So this wasn't a like a PDF. This was something like you bought this.
I bought that as
okay,
I bought
because
that.
it feels like different, kind of paper than you would usually print on at home.
But nope, that's the way it came.
Okay.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. This is all my Prairie Schoolers. I'm keeping them all in one sack. This is in my Cricklewood bag that I showed last week from Cricklewood. Jennifer. Okay, and I'm not even going to try to find out which one this is, but this is all I've got. I was doing one of the minis, so I have part of one done there, and I guess I have this one with it. So thanks to
85. I remember seeing that one stitched, all those years ago.
Yes, thanks to Barb. Thank you so much. I'm going to have so much fun with this year.
The coolest thing.
Oh, I am so excited. And then I did just get this one.
Pretty.
I just got this from Christine just this week. So these are so tiny. They're going to only be, 2 by, what's this, 1/7/8 by 1 3/4 when it's finished.
Or 40, so like about 42
42 by
42
by 29. That's how little these are. So another next to the couch pattern. But I have all my, and then I have another bag at home that's just got I've just been stuffing fabric in there. It's like, I want to do it on this. I want to do it on this. So this has been in my pile forever. I just got to do it. Sew by row, cross stitch. Lori Holt. And this came out, and it's like I was gung ho. I worked so hard, and then I got bored. But it is cute. It will be really cute hanging up in the sewing room. So the different rows. I thought I was going to try to go down and do the first of every row, so then I would know how much I had left to do. Just ran out of gas on that one, so. But I'll get it done. I like it. Oh, while we're on that, same thing here. Flea market flowers. I loved it. I'm gonna do it. I just found other stuff in the meantime, and my taste changed a little bit. So,
Oh, it's beautiful.
it is pretty. But this is all I've got. This is all I've got done. But again, it's a lot of stitching, and it's easy stitching. It's just like, okay. And this is a bag I actually made, believe it or not. So, started out much bigger, but I got it done. I put all my Lori Holtz together. And that, you would not believe this would be this hard. Okay, Peter Cottontail patchwork. I just thought he was so cute, and I thought, oh, that'd be so easy. Look at all that little block stitching. Again, that's all I got done. I mean, I worked.
Done.
I did, and I worked on it for hours. I mean, hours on this, and I still have all that to do. But, and again, it's very easy stitching. It's one of those really easy ones you could probably take to a retreat or something, because you're just doing squares. But it turned out really cute. But again, it's just like, all right, I need something a little stronger to do. I'm almost to our Blackbird.
That's the called for floss.
All the call for floss, yes.
Oops, I'm putting my stuff in
Okay, I've got the microphone right there. I've got a really loud speaker. Okay, little housework. Yeah, that's what I do. A little housework, as little as possible. That's how I get so much stuff done. Okay, Little House Needleworks. Little Miss Sunshine. Me. She's really cute.
bee bag.
And again, I'll get it. This was just a white gingham. I did dye it, coffee tea dyed it. It's a 14 count, but it will be really cute when it's done. Okay. Oh, this I'm so excited to do. She's going to be one of my first things to start. Little Rosa Sugars. It's my first across the sea pattern. I had to do it because she was only 4. I'm doing it on 28 count Lugana, Regency 28 count, and I'm using all the Vicky.
Oh, okay.
Set.
Very cool.
This is the one that I lost one. I couldn't find it. And I finally found it.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, I can't wait to get back to this. This is what I've got
Very
on.
happy colors.
Oh my gosh. I am so excited to do
silks are
this.
so nice to work with.
So this is going to be part of the first things I work on. Oh, I can't wait. Their patterns are easy to read.
Yeah, their patterns are gorgeous.
Okay. I think this is the one that, yeah, this is the one that's got our Blackbird in.
Okay.
But I started with this one. This is a Blackbird from Quilter Station. And I bought...
I don't know if they have any more of that fabric left.
And then I got this from Siggy's Closet. I love Siggy. Okay. I was going to get this done by Christmas. Haha. It's called Dear Daughter.
Aww.
And it's very small. It's going to finish up in a hoop. So the flosses. So very pretty.
Did this just come out?
No,
Or, no,
I
it
don't
says
think so.
86. So was this like a Loose Feathers design, I wonder?
I don't know. I found it online and
Okay,
I thought, oh, how
2013.
sweet! I'm going to do this for my daughters for Christmas. And that because it wasn't very big, and I got dear daughter. I have 2 girls,
That's very sweet.
so I'll get back to it. And again, I think I'm going to change the fabric because I didn't get very far, but I just grabbed something out of my pile because I wanted to get started on it.
So you're gonna do it on something other than this, you think?
I think so. Oh no, this isn't it. But I put this in my WIP pile because I've been very lax about because I've been so scared to put the initials in there.
Well, you can always rip. I had to rip mine out of some of them.
But this is the one that we did,
you.
and I never put the year in it, and I didn't put our initials of all our friends that did this, so I'm putting it in there to be accountable. Put those initials in there, Lenny. Okay. I thought it was in that book, but it's not.
Well, yeah, that Vintage Birds. I put the year 2022 in that, so obviously I don't think I'm gonna stay up for the rest of this.
I'm going to cheat and put 2022 in there.
Well, you're mostly done.
I figured I was done, but oh, that goes in there. And
That's
everybody,
smart that you wrote that on it. So
Yeah.
like I can figure that one out. Oh yeah.
keep her the pins. And I said I was going to do everything in this book. I've done a few. I haven't got it all done, but because I told myself I was going to do everything. So there is one of them that I'm working on. Oh no. Oh, and these are the ones that I finished. The little tomato button pillow.
Cute.
Little ABCs. So I'm working on them.
So this is something Lenny and I started on Christmas Day, and it's Merry Christmas by Blackbird Designs. And she finds her, she'll show her. She starts at the top, I start at the bottom. And
I did.
You did bring it, okay. So it's smaller than what you think. I mean,
No, I didn't.
It's
Sorry.
not very big. That's how far I've gotten so far.
Oh, it's so cool to see it at the bottom.
Very fun. I'm doing this on, I'm doing this on 36 count Abecedarian. I have to admit, I don't know that I love the Abecedarian. It's kind of a loose weave, and it's kind of easy to pull your stitches, I think, and make them not lay right or whatever. But those are, to me, those are almost like Hands Across the Sea colors. They're very bright. I think it's going to be very pretty. So
Yeah, I started at the top, so I have
you're working on the alphabet.
on the alphabet.
That'll be fun.
I'm so sorry I didn't bring it.
Oh shoot!
I've had it. I was working on it, and maybe just one that I didn't pick up.
Maybe it'll turn up yet. Oh, I love this one.
Okay, this is a Kathy Barrick, and my printer kind of didn't print it right.
I'm not
but
going to get. I almost gave that to you.
anyway, needlework, and this is when I had started. I started it trying to use my own colors, and then now that I look at it, I wanted to go back, but I don't remember what color I used. So I'm gonna do the called for colors. So this is all I've got done. But on the first wave, I did that, but I don't remember what color blue I used.
Will you make the scissors? Make it like the scissors in that blue.
Nope, I was
No.
going to do. Oh, I had a mixture. I put all the colors back. That's why I was hoping I had them in here. So okay. So I went back with the original colors that Kathy had called for, and it will be pretty too. I'm just surprised that I like that blue because I didn't like it at first. But anyway, I think it'd be really pretty. Ginger did it, and I think she did it in the original colors, and it was just beautiful. So I changed my mind.
Ginger, and that's Ginger Show on
Show.
Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, I feel really bad about this because Tina was so kind to send me all the buttons, and I just gave up on it. Not intentionally, it's just I had just so much I wanted to get done. So, and it was my Well Hello There by Hands On Design. There's the book. And there's all the finishes with the buttons on them. And I promised Tina I'll get back to it. I think sometimes when you think it's so easy, it's like, this will be so simple. I can whip this out really fast.
Yeah.
And it's so easy, you don't do it. Because that's all there is to it. Just hello and then whatever, the month, and then sew the buttons on. So I started in September, October, so I'm November, December, and January, that far behind. But I have all the buttons, thanks to Tina. So
very cute.
Anyway, I'll get back to it. I think, and
January is so cute. It has like a little hat, like a little knit hat button, and very cute. I don't know if you can really see, but February has a little heart and little cupcake.
There's some of the little buttons. Then they've got the month. It's like there's a little apple, a little.
March has a little frog. It should have a little green beer.
It's got a little, these are little pumpkins, and so it's going to be fun. And it's like, but I kind of didn't want to do all the buttons until I got it all stitched. So that was kind of my excuse, and then I don't know why I didn't stitch it. So. And there's all my colors, happy, happy, happy colors. Ta-da. Okay. We're actually getting down to the end, folks. This was one of my very first cross stitches that I did when I picked it up. It was Heart and Hand, Robin Sampler. Until I started with the alphabet, it's like, oh, I love the alphabet. And I have a friend named Robin. And so I thought, I'm going to make this for her. You'll get it, Robin. I did it on 14 count, which is what I really love to do. So, again, I'm almost done. This is, the bottom part here is like a little wool penny. Mm-hmm. And I think at the time, maybe I didn't know how to do a wool penny. Boy, I sure know how to do a wool penny now.
Yes.
It has some buttons on there. No, it's not. Good. Okay, so I'll finish that. Okay. Another one of my earlier ones, the Teresa Kogut. I printed it off. I don't have a cover sheet.
Oh, cute. I haven't seen that one.
This one's called Soar. Done on a fabric flare. Kind of reminded me of my daughter a little bit, so.
Aww.
And again, I think I just had the rest of her dress to do and her little feet. And she'll be close to being done. So, get back on that. I think I had a cover sheet. Nope, no cover sheet. Okay.
That looks like a very Teresa Kogut face.
Doesn't it? 3 more. All right. Seasons of the Heart. This is a lot harder than I thought because I'm doing it 25 count 1/1.
Oh wow.
And
oh wow.
I know. So I got this.
Did you finish?
Yep,
one?
I got one done. Yep. So I got.
That one's so cute.
Get this one ironed. So there was my summer one. I was just so excited to get it done, and I didn't think it was that hard. And then when I started fall, I just went, oh my gosh. And I didn't think my stitches were
tiny.
Yeah, I didn't think my stitches were doing very good, so I kind of stopped so I wouldn't mess it up. Well, that's as far as I got. And then I decided to start
Cute.
I think it looks good.
Christmas.
I think it looks really good.
And I did. That's it. That's all I got. So I can't count that. But I just,
I think it looks good.
I was just thinking I wasn't doing very good.
That little acorn. Oh my goodness, that's adorable.
So I'll get back to it. But I felt like my eyesight was not doing very well. Okay. This was I tried to find where I pulled this off from because it didn't have a name. It just says Merry Old Christmas, not a cover, but there was no name on it anywhere. But I got a lot of it done.
Seems like I saw that.
I
somewhere
know,
recently.
it just recently. So this is turning out beautiful. So I just have a little tree, a bird, bowl of berries, a key, and some leaves, and that will be done. But this has just turned out. Christy just did this, but I cannot, for the life of me, remember the name of who designed it, and I'm sorry.
We'll find it.
Okay.
Christy from Daisy Kate.
Daisy Kate. Oh, I got a couple little Halloweens. Okay. Again, this is going to be by my sofa. I said I was going to pick one up and do it every night, but I was just so excited with fall and Halloween and Christmas that I didn't do the things that I said that I was going to do. Carolyn Manning, Hijinks. And I think the Nightly Stitcher is doing this also. And she's a lot further along than I. A lot. It looks really cool. So, anyway.
That's gorgeous.
It looks like it's really tiny. Like you could do a little...
Well.
It's a little bit more than...
Well, those are almost full coverage. Every one is it's pretty much full coverage.
So I haven't done two more since I showed it to you last. But it gets to the point where, like, each square, there might be 4 squares that equals one motif. So, I mean...
Wow.
It's going to be awesome when it's done.
That's quite an accomplishment.
So, and it's...
Those colors are so cool.
And
they're very fun.
It's square, and it's going to be this big.
Oh, I see what you mean by the motifs. It has like the little spider, there's a little ghost. Yeah, a little cauldron there or something.
So they kind of blend in together, so they're going to be really cute.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
No.
So,
yeah.
So it's fun.
Very good.
Okay. I mean, this one was it was Jenny Bean's Christmas sampler.
Oh.
And they just did it in red, and it had Christmas down at the bottom. I chose it to be a black sampler. So just because I was going to do it in black, and then of course just leave the Christmas off the bottom. See, ta-da! So then I'm almost done. I just didn't get it done in time. So I have the border to put around it, and
cute.
That's it. So, all right.
That looks really good on that linen.
Except for my Blackbird that I don't know what I did with because I had it in my hand, but I must have walked out without it.
Okay. All right. Well, so I think next time... I think we're going to talk about plans next time, and you're thinking, we just saw your plans, you have enough to do.
Yeah, my plans are to do what I just showed you.
But, I know there's already some samplers that I have seen. Either they were exclusive for retreats this year, or someone showed some that they're going to do that I know I'm going to want to order.
Oh, I know.
And then I have 2. I wanted to mention... Brenda from Brenda and the Serial Starter is there. You've probably heard this on other Flosstube channels. They're doing a birthday stitch along for her, and it is an exclusive. Well, it's not an exclusive chart, but it was a chart created with Brenda in mind or reproduced with Brenda in mind by Tanya from Scarlet House, and it's called Martha Evans. And so a lot of your favorite needlework shops have that on pre-order. I have it on pre-order from the Attic with one of the silk floss conversions. So if that's something you're interested in, you might check out one of your needlework shops and get that pre-ordered. And I think they said the stitch along is going to start anytime between, I think our birthday is January 16th to February 16th. So that's coming up. And then I also have Traditional Stitches in Canada. Usually has a Hands Across the Sea exclusive at the beginning of the year. And this year it's Lucy Barber. And they will have a Facebook stitch along group for that sampler next year. During 2023, it's a really pretty sampler. You can order the pattern, and you can, if you any component, you can do the floss and the linen, or just the floss, whatever you need to finish that. So that's another couple things that I have coming in the mail, and I know neither of those are going to be shipped out until sometime in January. So,
okay. Well, I know there's a lot of things going on in the cross stitch world. There, Kia B and Pam from Just Keep Stitching are doing the 12 by 12, starting at noon on Christmas,
New Year's
Day, or New Year's Eve.
Okay. Yeah, I think
that
that's
right?
right.
Okay.
I think you're right.
Anyway, you could either start on the hour, you can start a new project, or you can work on your WIPs, or
some Pam working on her WIPs.
Yeah. Or you can do half and half, or I don't need to really start anything new. However, I want to, but I just know it's out there. It sounds like fun. You can check in with them at Instagram. I'm not real sure. You can check on their
Flosstube.
Thank you. I hate it when I do that.
Well, you know
Damn.
what? I was watching.
Oops. Sorry. Oh, look at all the sorries I've done today. Oops.
Anyway, I was watching.
Christmas is over. I don't have to be good anymore.
I was watching someone, and they were saying how your mind just goes blank when you start filming. I mean, it's true. It's like
I looked at myself and I
it's
was like, God, my hair looks. I need a haircut.
I know. I'm thinking mine looks like it's kind of wild too. But anyway,
And then I forget the word.
Jessica from Sweetwater Stitcher and Alicia from the Fanciful Flamingo have a Facebook group, and it's SYS 2023 for Stitch Your Stash.
That was the other one. Yeah.
And so,
that's a good one.
And so it doesn't mean you only are stitching your stash, but it means that if you do buy something, that you use some component you already have on hand, So I am really trying to use more of my flosses.
My floss, my floss is getting way
because it's easy
out.
to accumulate a lot of floss.
That's right. I was going to stop by Hobby Lobby on the way home because I needed something.
So wanted to mention that. And then they have, I think it's monthly stitch-alongs, and their first one will be on January 19th, Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I think everyone can indicate you're interested. There's probably going to be a link, and you can just join through Facebook and stitch with your friends. So that's fun, especially if you're like us and live in a northern climate where you're probably inside more. It's nice to have something to look forward to on those long, dark winter days. And then I did also want to mention that the Tudor Rose Sampler Guild is enrolling members right now through January 31st. I think it's $40 for a year's membership. And then they have monthly guild meetings that are online, and the meetings also usually include something like a guest speaker on, a topic of interest. It might be on, sewing, some kind of aspect of sampler history or sewing history, or just kind of, if you are a stitcher, it will be probably something you would be interested in. So they have a Facebook group as well, so check that out, Tudor Rose Sampler Guild. And then also the Orange Coast Sampler Guild is also enrolling for membership for 2023, and that is $30 a year. And again, I'm just joining that one, so I know they have their list of speakers for 2023 listed, and a lot of times these guilds will have like exclusive kits you can buy. I join more for the social aspect to, get to visit with people from across the country or even, overseas sometimes. And then also for the knowledge aspect, because I really enjoy the programs and getting to learn a little more about our hobby. So, and then did you want to do a giveaway?
I do, because we're starting off in the first of the year, and I have 2. So I am putting in the book of days for our giveaway this week.
And so again, don't use the word giveaway or winner or win. What should the code word be? We usually have a word that we search for to find our winners.
Days?
Days. Okay, days. That should be easy.
Days.
D-A-Y-S, not D-A-Z-E.
Not dizzy. Days.
And so we will do a search for that. And yeah, good luck.
Last joke. Okay, because we're friends here. So, what does the gingerbread say to the baking flour?
To the baking flour?
Mm-hmm. Not the flour, but baking flour.
I don't know.
I love you so much. All right, everybody.
Very good. So we will be back in a couple of weeks. It'll be January. So we hope you have a safe and happy New Year's. If you're traveling, I hope you get home soon.
Or get to travel.
I hope you get to travel too, yes.
So, all right, everybody.
And Happy New Year. We appreciate you spending
time
with us.
And your
comments.
comments.
Love you guys. So.